Hi, my name's Peyton, and I am starting a new series, probably on a new channel, called Conservatives Say the Darndest Things. I'm not sure how I want to do this just yet. It's kind of going to be a process for me, but I would like to just go over one of my conservative friends' Facebook pages, who posts a whole lot of conservative conspiracy stuff. And I'll just, not conspiracy, but propaganda, etc. And I'll read them, I'll put it up on the screen somewhere, and then I'll have a chat. So, let's start with, I guess this one. Okay, I'll do a bonus one from yesterday. He said, Chuck Norris was born May 6, 1945. The Nazis surrendered May 7th, 1945. Coincidence? I don't think so. He was born March 10th, 1940. So, firstly, the meme goes, I think not. But secondly, it is literally the definition of coincidence. There's not a whole lot more that I can say about that. Good job. So, the first one today, 8 hours ago he posts, Faith tells me that no matter what lies ahead of me, God is already there. I know for a fact Christopher Hitchens would have had a large problem with this, simply because it peddles to the totalitarian dictatorship that he spoke about so often in his debates. It's a little oppressing to have an all-seeing, all-knowing father always there, always judging, always watching. So, it is a little silly. So this one says, and this is from 55 minutes ago, he took a lapse in his postings. That's fine. Anyway, this one says, if there was no God, there'd be no reason to be an atheist. This is a fallacious argument. If there was no God, the word atheist would still exist, because you're talking about the Judeo-Christian God and not were no gods, which is a whole nother story. But I'm pretty sure I'd still be atheistic toward Muslims if the Christian God didn't exist, or I'd still probably not believe in Thor if the Christian God didn't exist. In fact, that would probably pedal to the proof that God probably doesn't exist bit if your God didn't exist. That said, it's a fallacy, because in the original statement, if there was no God, you're just implying automatically that you have already proven the existence of a God, which is kind of funny. I don't know, it's kind of... You're doing some funny stuff there, but anyway, we'll move along. I'd like to preface this by saying I am Canadian. We have much more lax gun laws, and also we have a whole lot less gun deaths. Much more lax. Now we have much heavier gun laws. And therefore, there's a direct correlation to the amount of deaths by guns to controlled guns. Now this one says, when the government says you don't need an AR-15, you need an AR-15. Let's see. Okay, it's a piston operation. Okay, good. I will have you know that these are restricted firearms in Canada. We need a possession and acquisition license valid for restricted firearms. And each of these guns has to be approved by the chief firearms officer. So there's that. Now, in America, they're the same as any other rifle. Now, let's just go ahead and assume you don't need an AR-15, because pretty much everywhere else in the world, you can have an AR-15. Now, if you need an AR-15 to hunt, you are no longer hunting. You're just killing animals. Like, you don't need a gun that big to kill anything that you'll ever have to encounter. If you don't have to give up your car because others drive drunk with theirs, then why do you have to give up a gun because others commit crimes with theirs? Okay, let's see. Guns are manufactured to deal damage to things. Cars are manufactured to transport people from A to B. Now, yes, people kill with cars. Sure, I'm sure people have done it on purpose a few times, but that is not the main objective of a car. And a bonus is a picture of Dumbledore that says, "Let me think while I touch my beard." And I guess that's because my conservative friend has a beard. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna probably eventually edit these and do some cool stuff with them, but for now, it'll just be the video with the audio. And probably the picture that I'm discussing will be on the screen somewhere at some point. So thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like to see more of these. Leave a like to let me gauge my my series. And I'm sorry, my camera's on this monitor, but I'm looking at this one. So take it easy. Bye-bye.